What's up, guys? We're now at another new week in Tower of God. Apologies about the part 2 video, but I'm kind of glad I was putting it off just in case it would be a rest week, and it turned out to be one. So there is not much going on. But to start the video off, I do have 2 codes for you guys. Make sure you redeem them. First code is going to be for 10 Destiny Summons, so make sure you go ahead and redeem that one. And the second code is going to be this one, which gives you some items that you can use in the game. Might as well, since it's free stuff anyway, you can't say no to free. But as far as what's going on this week, and I will say that the last week's progression update has kind of got me messed up. I didn't get a chance to mess with right spot, so I did get to 418, and then I was kind of stuck on it, and I got to 419, and I have to like work my way through. Power of Trial as well. I only had time to spend one day on it, and I did get to 438, but I'm stuck on that right now. So don't know when, but then eventually I'm going to have to go ahead and like continue with things. So things will be a little bit out of order in the video. At least the intro is gonna probably show how I got up to here, or no, it's gonna show further than where I got up to. And then you're gonna just see everything from the beginning, from progression and what I've been doing, and then what we're doing today. So I'm just gonna quickly go over things. So what's new? We do have the Destiny Summon this week, and Summer and Dorsey's gone. I would still say definitely Emerald Yone over Rachel once again. Only because as good as Rachel is, I feel like I'm at the point where I just need to get Gustang to be like a Fug or something else. I mean, I just feel like Freedom Dreamer Gustang is not good for Tower of Trial. And I'll explain it later and we'll talk about it more. But like Fug Gustang is probably the best for Tower. Besides maybe Tower Climber because of Yone. But it's just really hit or miss. It's just like Freedom Dreamer's not really doing it for me there. For everything else, Freedom Dreamer is amazing. But not for Tower Trial right now. Then we have the Destiny Summon. So the best thing about the Destiny Summon is now it includes up to Enryu, which is kind of insane. So you can get Enryu. They had white I think in the last one, and then Albelda's in this one now. So my recommendations for you, if you don't have Enryu T6, just go for Enryu T6. He is the guy to get. And we are getting 100 Destiny Summon login. And if you had any saved up from last time, or you can even go ahead and spend diamonds into it. Enryu, you need to have T6 now. Albelda is also still the best support in the game. She's still worth going for if you don't have her or if you don't have enough duplicates. And then white, worst case scenario, he's still good. I mean, I still use him. Especially because Enryu is not good for Tower of Trial. So having like white and Gustang is much better. And then the latest unit that was added here is Donkey Hot. So I mean, I'm waiting for this guy to be in a Destiny card so I can just max him for no reason, I think. Only because I'm just gonna have so many Destiny cards and not really units to max. But coolest art in the game, just really in the useless unit. So if he ever gets a bond skill or a rework, he greatly needs it. Weapon wise, however, for the Destiny Summon, you can get like any weapon in the game right now. I was originally going to have this plan because I still don't have an Ox weapon. I was going to go all in and get her weapon and then T6 it, invest into Anaak and start using her. But she's not worth it. If you don't have in a world before Enryu, or at least before Gustang, because with Enryu, you could have paired up Anaak and Enryu and make things work, but I still have seen it, and I am pretty sure from my experiences that Enryu and Gustang is just way better to use than Anaak and Rock. Like, it's not worth it for me to invest fully to max Anaak and then Rock just to get like a maybe 1 or 2 million damage boost, especially when there's no more reward increases right now. So I'm not doing that. They do, at least Korea, they gave a T6 unit and a T6 ignition weapon. So if and when they do that for global, you'd be able to pick the ignition weapon, and I would pick Anaak for that reason. But right now, I don't feel like summoning for him. You know, maybe things might change in the next week or two of when a Destiny summon is going on, because it is for 3 weeks. But right now, I just don't want to summon for this. It's just, I feel like it's a waste. Other ignition weapons that have low start. I didn't realize how many T6 weapons I had until I see it here. Bavardi was at T5 and White Candy at 4, and everything else is kind of below then. I'm also missing Casanos and Kranos Yuriha, Barakas, and then Blue Tharissa bombs, which I'd actually want Blue Tharissa's bomb weapon. But besides that, I don't have a reason to pull. So weapon-wise, you probably don't need to go for anything unless you want to get Enry's weapon T6. Is like the only thing I could probably imagine. But besides that, not really. I mean, Albelda's I would not, or Whites anymore. So the only choice you really have is if you're trying to go for maximum damage, then Enry's weapon. I do wish I had family ignition weapons on these Destiny summons, though. I'd max out all the family weapons. And then besides that, we do have the event for the free rock this week. So Rock the Turtle Hunter. Gonna complete this out. But you do get 1 free rock, and you get his ignition weapon, and then he's also going to have his packs. That's great. I mean, in time for the Faith Amplification event, worked out perfectly. I don't really have enough currency to go any further. And then I think the last thing is just to go over the packs. So you have all the Destiny 7 packs. Not getting any of those right now, besides maybe the hot deal, because it's only $1. But yeah, I just really have no desire or wishes to pull on Destiny summons right now. Then you have the best deal, which is the 100 reds, the regular special summon pack. Cheapest way to get reds, you definitely gotta get that. Beginner summon pack also, very good. Then you also have a random character legendary for $8, which is very, very good. So for this, you just get a legendary for $8, and it could literally be anything. Plus now you have the addition of either Yuraha and Ginseng to it from the second update. And you have the rock packages, so if you really want to get his dupes up and his weapon. I would have normally went for the second package just to get the weapon, but you know, it's rock, man. Like, it's really rock. Like, I don't really care. This isn't new, I think, the skill up special support package. This wasn't here. They never had it like this, at least if I remember it. So first relay is gonna be 15 advanced books for $10. You also have 30 with, and it's all including diamonds, gold, and skill books, which is really nice because you're getting everything you need to level up people for our skills. $20 for package 2, $38, and you get 20 expert books for 3 with 40 advanced and a lot of gold. And you have the 5, which is for $80, you get enough diamonds for that. Plus you get 40 expert books, 80 advanced, and a lot of gold. I mean, you get 10 million straight up. So I'm definitely clearing this out, especially the last deal. That is like such good value for me. Then we also have the Legendary Gear Transcend pack that came back. So this is really good too. I think the best way to do legendaries could be better. But you get $8 for 1 armor, 25 for 1 weapon, because they really do price them at this point. It's insane. And then for 1 weapon and 2 armor for $42, the best you're gonna get. And you can get this last pack 3 times. So the other 2 are just a one-time purchase, but this one is 3 times. So it could give me a little bit. I'm definitely going for that. I still have the diamonds from this, and it's the last week. I'm really like wondering if I'm doing it. I think the last day, by Tuesday, I'll probably do it. Because it's gonna tell us what we're getting next week. And I think at this point, the only thing from the roadmap that we didn't get yet are the power functions which Korea received. So I guess I can just take a look at what Korea got and go over that quickly with you guys. Alright, so let's look at stuff real quick. And I guess to also say the level cap still is not increased. I mean, it just amazes me at this point. So another week, no level cap increase. But let's look at what Korea got. So I don't actually have the gameplay on it. I'm not gonna get on Korea, because even if I could get on it, I just don't know the language. I don't know the function. Probably can't even do anything with them. So I can't give you a proper explanation anyway. But they did get the 4th administrator trial boss. and they call it the Hybrider. So I wish I could at least see what the rewards and stuff are from that, or how the fight looks, but I don't have that. Now you have the Pocket Talk, so that's a new function. There is new content through Revolution Road, which no idea what it is. It just says Revolution Secret Books, starting weapon transcend materials, and to acquire characters. There's also the Revolution system, which now you can use the secret books to awaken the character's hidden power. I'm assuming it's just for the main character. They also added the Shinsu shape feature. So you basically, whoever has completed the Revolution with a Shinsu form to grow more powerfully, that's just another addition to get power, but I don't know if it's only for the main character or if it's for everyone. They did give a new 7-day attendance system for new users, just so you can catch up. There's a secret abode, which we don't know what that's about. They did redo the achievement system. And they also did additional update for ancient great character features, whatever that means, increased performance. Korea just got the Fate for Gustang, so it's kind of crazy how we got it before them. And they increased the maximum level of startup skills. I'm not sure what that is. And you have the second part. So they did get the character T6 event. I don't know if it's their second one or what's going on, because they already had one. They also have a Destiny Summon going on. They have the Shape of the Divine Beast, which might be for the Shinsu Soul update. They closed off their summer event, another event information. They're getting hot time rewards. Some improvements though. The most interesting one that we can look at is they added an on or off function to view ancient character video skills only once. When a function is activated, the effect only occurs once a day. I feel like everyone would probably want that because it just gets repetitive to keep seeing, Gustang Skill going off and stuff like that. And then they just did some fixes for them. So all in all, they at least got functions and features. I feel like they should just raise the level cap for us this week. But I'm going to take you back through the progression I was doing last week. And then we're eventually going to meet up in the current time. What's up, guys? So we are here for the continuation of the never-ending saga right now. So I am still hesitant on whether or not to just clear or save the XP for the level cap increase. I just don't think I really care. And I think if they don't carry over the XP, or if they're not currently stacking it, I think it's just going to be really messed up with them. So I am hoping that they are keeping track of the XP. But we're going to see what happens. I don't know. So I did leave off on trying to power up Gustang, basically, since I wasn't going to invest into Anaak and Rock, but I think I'll do a little bit, just because they might be used in King's Order. Maybe as a second team kind of setup, but we'll try things out. So with Anaak, the plan is to hold out on the weapon until we get the free pick, and I'm hoping that does come out. I do just need level 11 across the board. You do want to prioritize Anaak's EX, since that's going to give her way higher attack speed, and also going to be increasing bombs damage. I'm really not going to focus too much on this though, but you just go for skill 2 and EX. And I don't think it's worth investing in them right now, because for Administrator Trial, I'm pretty sure Gustang is still doing way better. But just in case, I want to work on them. So you are going to have to get Rock 11. And I'm so low on these advanced skill books that it just kind of sucks. But let's just get this over with. Definitely gonna have to craft a lot of these, or I could just use my my chest to get all these out the way. I just want to get all the low level stuff out the way. I don't have to use basic books anymore. Now I just need all advanced skill books. So let's also work on Rachel. No, I already did Rachel. Let me get her 11 actually. I wasn't gonna do a last video, but might as well get all of them leveled up right now. Yon also I should probably get. I might just do that. Prioritize all these for level 11. Just because I feel like I will be using these two. Let's see, book-wise, I think I need at least maybe... I'll just settle for going... It's only rock for the freedom, so I'll go for 90. I think for tower climber I might need like a little bit over that, like 100 something. And then for fog I might need like maybe another 90 or something. Let's see what we're getting. Gonna have to do just go up one level. It's actually faster just to do the skill level up at once by one level than it is to do everything else. So we're gonna get this all sorted out for now. I have no plans on doing any extra books for them right now. But at least Anaak is all 11s right now. Or she's going to probably sit there for a while. Rock also might as well get him all 11s. It's actually like really expensive, but there you go. All 11s for him. He's not gonna be using the ignition, so we don't need to do that. We have Yon. So she is definitely like everything else is kind of irrelevant besides the skill 1. But I do want to just get everything 11. I might be short a couple books. I think I'm short 7. All 11s for Yon. For Rachel, I'm gonna do the same. Get her all 11s. Alright, there we have it. All 11s across the board for all these units. I'm expecting to use Yon and Rachel in this video for Tower of Trial and right spot. And I'll probably give Rock and Anaak a chance later. Although they are just severely underpowered compared to Enryu and Gustang, then I don't think they're not really gonna probably make a difference. For Gustang, however, though, he's in the powerhouse. I wanted to get everything 11, but I think I'm going to focus on the EX because it's been the real thing, mostly because of the second passive as well. So it's just a ridiculous high percentage that hits 24 times while also increasing teammates' damage. So it's the people always forget to realize, but the first part, he will increase all teammates' damage. And this happens if there are 3 or more teammates of the same faction. Doesn't matter if Gustang is a part of it. You could use Gustang as a Freedom Dreamer and he will be with 3 Fug units and he will pop off this EX. The only catch is that if all teammates' faction is the same, it'll increase all teammates' damage by an additional 15%. So for that, you need an all Freedom team. And that's not going to be viable besides using First Storm Bomb as a tank. Or when you're doing Great Family with Arianieta as a tank and Blutherus a bomb, Gustang has to switch sides, and then you're gonna probably have Ghost Yuri Ha or yeah, maybe like either White Candy or some other DPS or something. But for now, we're far away from that stage, so I do want to just get these books up, and that's the plan. So I do need to get expert skill books for Great Family. I might just put everything into expert books right now, because we're not really using anything else. I don't have plans on leveling anyone else up. It might just be Enryu, but at the same time, I feel like he's fine. It's like his passive would go to 20. That's the only noticeable difference. And he's already at 17, so it's just like Gustang is so much further underneath that I'd rather prioritize that. So we're gonna prioritize every expert book right now. And I'm gonna have to min-max and then all sorts of stuff, so let's just see what we can do. I got so many Great Family books that probably don't even have to craft them all. And I can't craft any Tower Climber, right? I think. Did I craft any? I can't even remember. I guess not. So we're gonna have to craft the. I'm gonna probably have to clean myself out. I'll leave the rest for just in case. And I can only make 8. So actually, no, I haven't made any of the expert books. And the problem is that these have a high chance of failing. But thank God the ancient records won't fail. That would be horrendous. So much gold is going down the drain right now, though. Oh my God. Definitely gonna have to get those packs now. Yeah, I'd love it. Well, let's see what we can do. I can only get so many more ancient records because right now it's. I could craft 10. If I get more Tower Climber experts, I could craft more than that. So I'm only missing Freedom and Tower Climber. So I could use these, balance that out. So they should all be at least 13. Bug and Great Family are perfectly at 20. So let's see. I can kind of just go 3 and 3. And then maybe an extra one for Tower Climber. Then I have to just kind of branch it out a little bit more. So I think I'm just going to sell for 20 bucks and leave it at that. I don't think I can really. Too much effort to try and min-max at that point. So let's try to do. I don't know, 30 Tower Climber books and see what that does. That was amazing. 6 successes. You don't see that every day. So now I just need 4 freedoms. Okay, that's good enough. So now I can make 20 books. Gonna run me 20 of each experts and 9 million gold. And this isn't even going to account for actually leveling up the skill. Thank God, thank God. I do wish we had a great success like crafting event though, because Korea will do it sometimes where you can have a chance to craft like an extra one or additional things. But we haven't had that event yet in global. Alright. So this is the plan. I got 20 bucks. You can give me only level 14. Now level 8 is, let's care about this one more. So 215%, 243, 23%, 26%. I mean, it's like not really that much of a difference, unfortunately. People are not a fan of upgrading his S1, but I do like it for the fact that he'll just dish out more damage. But either way, I'm gonna just put it all into the EX right now, since that is the thing to go for. If I literally just get one right now, I can go ahead and actually craft and upgrade this to 15. So I'm going to just go back in for that. I'm going to try to get one more great family book. Unbelievable. Okay, at least with this one I have a lot, so I can afford to do. We'll just craft 70. There, we're done. Then I just need one fog buck. There we go. I can craft one more ancient records. That's going to be level 15 for the EX. And then it's going to be hard to kind of get it higher. It takes so many damn books, man. It's like ridiculous. When you think about it, it is 6 ancient records books. Do a last level for 19 to 20. That's insane. Because that means you have to get 6 of each expert for one of those. That's 36 of every single expert book. Like 36 of every single book. To put that into perspective, last level for a regular unit is only 12 expert books. You're doing 36 of each book for that. That is nuts. I also have one more level to give to Gustang, so he's gonna get +9. He is so close to passing VO, but nope, it's gonna fall short. Even if I had +15, I think he would tie. But we can't make that happen. He is asking for too much right now. Power up wise, I think that is everything. I can't get any more skill books. I have quite a bit of gold stacked up, which is good because I just wasted like 100 million today. I am going to... Am I going to just get the Fate Packs for the Starlights? Just because I kind of want to get some power from that. Unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna scoop these up right now. I'll still hold off on the diamonds and the summer premium package, but I don't think I'll hold off for too much. I am actually waiting for like the expert book packs to come back or the ancient records things, because those were such good packs when you consider how much it goes into getting an ancient records going. So I'll want to pick up these gold packages as well as the starlights, and we're gonna come back to that. Alright, let's get the packs. Honestly getting ridiculous to get the starlights though, because I have 113 and that's only enough for maybe 2 level 30s right now at best. That's if I even have anything right now that can go to 30 without making it 25. Also gonna have to get my starlights from here, but it's really not going to do too much. Looking at the fate, do have some 25. Okay, I think just in case, I can actually get 3. So I'm going to get Hawaki to 25 in case I need him as a tank. I probably don't. But just in case, I will do it. And now I will... Oh, did it actually update the level? I feel like it's been the same. Last time I maxed out the web, it only went up to 58 because there weren't enough nodes. Can't remember that was when that happened. That was probably before Kranos and Donghei were out. And then it's just to get another 2 of them to 30. So I don't think it even matters at this point. I might just check what the total 30 stats are. Your crit damage boost here. Your crit damage resist. Not that good. Kind of weird. Like I'm looking for more offensive stat. Enryu might be a good pick. Attack speed is always great though. That's like what I always... Yeah, you got... Sachi has a pretty good one, and Elbeld. I mean, they both got attack speed. That crit damage resist is kind of the lacking one. So I will probably choose the percent attack speed between these, or do I take the... Yeah, I'm gonna just pick the attack speed one, so I'm gonna do Sachi. I realized upon going through it, but there's just so many stats. Kind of rare to find attack speed. I went through a lot of them right now, and I was not finding any attack speed. So I will just get these going. It's also gonna give me a little bit of crit. And we're gonna go for Albelda next, because it's funny enough that she has attack speed of all people. There we have it. So that's 2 more. It's a pretty decent boost. I mean, I'm at 1.15 million now. So I did that. So I did go about maybe 9k power. I figure if I picked units that were gonna give me HP, I would have gotten way more power out of it. The attack speed will never reflect. Neither way any other percentages, but HP will be the most inflated stat you can get for power. Actually raise it higher. Got these rewards now because I have a pass level 17. Gonna give me a little bit more refines, but honestly, I'm not trying that out for a while. I'm just gonna stack maybe another 500 and then go for those. Gonna get the next God's Inventory edition. Alright, so we're gonna be going into the Tower of Trial part, and I'm not gonna commentate throughout the whole thing. It's been a lot. They added 100 stages. I will say I'm just not a fan of Tower of Trial or any progression in this game, especially when it's just all RNG and luck reliant. So the reason why this video took forever and it is over a week late is because in order to record through the Tower of Trial, I probably had over 15 hours of footage that all went into this video and had to be cut down. So I just simply don't have that time. If I can't get my video within 2 days done, unfortunately that's what happened. But I will say that I try to prove to just use Gustang throughout the whole Tower of Trial, as I think he's the best unit in the game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree to that. Freedom is the way to go right now. Maybe in the next few character releases, Great Family will start popping up. But right now, unfortunately, Fug has kind of fallen off. When you see me use a tank, I tried to use Jinsung and it just was not working out. Hawakin was the better pick. But it is what it is. You know, it's kind of ridiculous that a purple hero is a better unit than a legendary. But that's just the way they were designed. I kept using Albelda, would switch between using Enryu or Uraha if I needed the crowd control. I do feel like I could have done better in Tower of Trial with a Tower Climber Gustang to get the damage boost alongside Emerald Ocean Eon and just using First Bomb to get the Deceiving Girl damage boost. But I also feel like a Fug Gustang would have done better, because then you could have done a full Fug team, having Karaka, Jinsung, or Hansung, also using Rachel and Viol out there. I mean, it's a lot of possibilities. I just feel like Freedom Dreamer for Tower of Trial would have been the third best option if you were to use them after Tower Climber and Bug. But you know, I got the job done eventually. Did what I could, brought in white for some stages. I did mess around with using Rachel or Emerald Ocean Yon in between certain stages and certain team compositions, and I'll say that Yon was so much better than Rachel. Just don't know what it is. It's like not even Rachel's fault, but Ginseng as a tank was just not holding up. So I would have to either switch it off and just use Hawakin, and it could work out. There was a few fights, you know, a lot of stages are horrible, like Yons and Rons and Anaaks. So for the Yon and Ron stages, you could have used Rachel since it helps you soak some magic damage. Not to say that she's not a good unit at all, but yeah, I definitely feel like Yon keeping the tank up alive was just shining way more than Rachel. But here's all the clears, guys. Hope you enjoyed this part, and hopefully if you guys were clearing past this, you were able to do so as well. So now that you saw what happened and where I ended up, we have to actually go through this powering up thing. So I have to go through all this actually. So with the packs I'm going to get, I'll go get that out the way right now. Alright, so the packages for this week. Like I said, you can get the summons, the legendary character, even just to get a dupe at this point, I'll just take it for $. Skill ups for the books and the legendary gear, because I feel like, and the weekly Shinsu hourglasses, since it's the last time to get this pack right now. That's pretty much it. But I do hope that the weekly one comes back because it's so insane to get hideout level going up now. And the gold is insane right now. Back to 145k diamonds too. Making sure I stay stocked. Pick the mail too actually. I got all the King's Order things to pick up, and this is the second code. 5 million gold is very nice from that. And 50 keys. Gotta use my keys too actually. 10, we got the hot time. Got another 10. King's Order rewards. So it's just gonna be all this. So last time you guys saw me get destroyed for refines. Am I ready to go down the rabbit hole again? Probably not. Might as well see what the shop's got, though. I have to. So we have the Name Hunt coin shop from this season. Where I actually realized I put the wrong teams last time and did good. So gotta clean this all out. I do like that we can actually obtain legendary transcend stones from this. Every, like, I think it's like, what is it, every 2-3 weeks that we can do this. So it's at least something. Plus a little bit of starlights. The refined stones are very key as well. I think the shop is very good reward-wise. And I hope that Name Hunt Station continues even after the 3rd season that is happening. Because they didn't really give any information, and I'm not even sure if Korea had it more than 3. But the rewards are very good compared to everything else that we have in the shop. That shop is all cleaned up right now. Family coins, I'm still only going for starlights. And they're just so expensive right now. Insane. Remember when Essence of Bravery was a thing? I hated that thing, and sure, it's like gone forever now too. I haven't seen it in a while. We also have the God's Breath stuff, so like, I am just down bad. I mean, I haven't needed gifts in a while, so I've just been going for refined stones. Mostly because I don't even want to do it that way, but like, I need the stones, right? So like, my reds are really dwindling down. These God's Breaths are gone. And I actually do want to max out all the legendary stones every month. So there's gonna be summons next month. I'm not worried about that. But I don't know how many reds I'm gonna get from all that. And then this is gonna push me over like 500 refines. I think I'm gonna wait for another 1,000 and then just do it. I'm just really not in a rush. And I already got screwed so bad that I really just don't want to refine ever again. Even though I'm gonna have to. I also actually probably need to get an ancient contract and switch Gustang. But for once, I have no dupes. So I'm like hoping that the legendaries will give me some. But I don't know, we'll see. It's like a complicated game because as much as I'd want to get, I want to get Gustang and all the ancients plus 15 first. But then I'd also need regular Shinsu souls to level up 15s that come out. So it's like a really complicated thing we're in. But get my stuff from this. You just gotta wing it at this point. Weapon essences. I got a bunch. But I'm just staking it out. So with my tome, it's like I could get Gustang T8, PR8, I guess, but it's just the fact that he uses ancient record books is the reason why I'm not going into his ignition. Since he only ignites once in a fight. But for now, I was just gonna sit on that. So let's take a look at what I got. I have to actually go through all these things first. So I got a bunch of boxes to open. Then it's gonna be his weapon T4 or something, I don't even know. I think his weapon was T3, so even if I got the pack, it's only T5. My random legendary ticket, and it's Urek. Then I got 80 bucks here. I mean, so much things to use. I'm just gonna go through all this slowly. Cleaned up all the admin stuff. I did end up getting a second chest, so I'll probably dismantle that one. You really don't need a second chest. Gear-wise though, it's like I can get this Destroyer's Fancy shirt to T6 and then start working on the boots. And then I still think after Freedom Dreamer I would just max out Fug because Fug units I use the most. Then I'd probably try to balance things out. I think Tower Climber should get T3 priority and then Great Family. Only reason why I don't want to neglect Great Family is because we're going to be getting a bunch of Great Family units coming up. And it's going to kind of shift the game into focusing into Great Family equipment, and I'm just not prepared for that. So let's see. There's so many things to go through right now. I don't really know where to start. But I know skill books, I still want to prioritize Gustang. I feel like he's the one that's carrying me in progression. Daily summon tickets will give me my legendary? Nope. Never seen a legendary from this. I've only ever seen a purple. Seen one purple, I think, in my entire life from that. But I have all these rice pot gold chests. Like I have 142 million from just the 2 hours. I got all this XP, but you can't use it since you're maximum level. I got 24 mil from the 8 hours, and then I have 6 mil from the 24s. So a lot of gold, and I have 310 million saved up. So I'm expecting to go through this all today. Saving up for 100 of those. Got one blacksmith card that I don't know what to use on yet, so we're holding off. And I got 77 tower challenge keys. Everything else kind of dwindling though. I've been using things to level up God's inventory. And we got all these books. So let's see what we are gonna do today. Yeah, so I just kind of went straight to the summer event, I guess, because 30 blues from here right now. This is gonna be 10 recipe piece collections. Get my octopus clears for the day. And you do need to clear up to stage 18, including last week, every single day from the beginning of the event to actually max out the rewards. So I'm still prioritizing weeklies, and then I'll just go for whatever else is available. I'm not really in a rush to go for all the stuff up top right now. Prioritizing all the weeklies first. I'm sorry, right before that, I do want to just point out that my Gustang has finally surpassed main character energy. Like, it's insane. So Viol has been my strongest at almost 240,000. Gustang beats him by 300 power now. And he's gonna get more of a power increase right now because I'll be upgrading Freedom Dreamer gear. Plus his skills. So the EX, as you saw earlier, it is 20. It's by far the best thing you could do, I feel like. I think I'm gonna go for the passive and between skill 1. Maybe I'll get skill 2, 11 too. I know it's like the worst thing to level for him, but I just want all his damage to go up. You know, the skill 1 percentages are insane. Passive is insane on top of that too. I mean, he can still get another 20% damage at least from just the passive. And that improves all of his damage overall. And as much as I want to still get that, I still want to max out Enryu's skills because he's not even maxed out. It's like, now that I'm glad we're getting an influx of expert books. That's probably the reason why we're only getting a lot of books from advanced and expert is because they're releasing ancients. And we need to either prioritize going for ancients or going for legendaries. And it creates a big divide right now. But I'm still sticking to maxing out Gustang. We got 2 months before the next ancient, alright? If I can max out Gustang in another 2 weeks, get everything 20, get him fully kitted out, I have literally still at least over a month and a half for the next ancient. I really don't believe they will do another ancient before this ancient pass is over. If they do, and they did 2 ancient passes at once, I'd be like, what? But who knows? You know, New World is out. They want to keep the audience here and keep the money here. I might check out New World, but I don't think I'm playing it. It still releases in a few days, I think, or today's the first day on the 26th that I'm recording this. So alright, now that we got that over with, let's transcend things. So I also have to do refines eventually for all my legendary gear, but for now, we don't have time for that. So I got 2 T6 gears. I'm also... Why is this unlocked? Wow, my fuck piece was unlocked this whole time. But I am not going to go for the T2. Only for the reason that I don't know who to pick for. It's like, now that I can finally do two of them, like the best thing is the stat increase, right? So it does keep, it's better than your fully transcended T1 and then you have to transcend everything all over again. But my idea and my philosophy is to get every single legendary T1 maxed out so that you have a good set for every single unit, and then maybe start going for T2s for the go-to faction. But that's a very, very long road from now. I'm not even done with one set. I might be really close right now with, I'm like on the border of getting two done, because all I need is boots for Fug and boots for freedom. The Tower Climber and Great Family has nothing. At least Tower Climber has something. So I wouldn't even know what to do. This is so stupid. They need to like rework this, right? So when this first came out, white was the #1 thing. So you would have picked white, so you would have taken almost 5% less damage from white for all your freedom damage units. That would have been good. Then it was like Nryu came out shortly after that, so you would have switched it to Nryu. But if you already crafted it for white, you were screwed. And now I think you'd probably pick Gustang, because Gustang's the better pick for, like, this is just a PvP thing, you know? So for Ranker Wars or Essence of Bravery, that's why PvP is a dead system. Don't ever prioritize PvP. That's for this reason why this system is so dumb. I don't even know if you can switch out the character that you picked this for. But, you know, it's like a joke at the end of the day. I mean, you're not going to care about this percentage decrease. It's like irrelevant. But the actual stat increase you're going to get is good. But you see the materials on the right, how much it takes. Like, I need 50 extra armor stones, which is ridiculous. And a plus 25 T6 armor. That has to be T1, you know. It's pretty insane. But enough about that. I've shared what I'm doing, and I'm not going that route where I'm going for T2s. So I can get the boots T4. And I'm too short from getting it T5, but I have one dismantle, so I just need one more. And I'm fine with that because it's my second one. So we are going to craft a single one. Not the actual boots. I'm just gonna craft these. I can actually make 3 of them, but I only need to make 1, so I'm not gonna do more than that. So the boots are now gonna be T5, and I need 7 to get T6. So that's a whole different story. I can actually craft 2 more, so it'll be 5 more from now. But realistically, not until another pack comes out, or at least until the monthly reset, I can't get those T6. And then I'll go for the Fug boots right after that. So that's done. Now, weapon-wise is the whole different story. So I got the Freedom Dreamer weapon max. And weapon-wise, it's not that simple. I could go for a T5 Bug. That's like the only thing I can really think of. Or I could go for T3 Crystal Wand for Great Family, but I'm not using any Great Family magic users. If anything, I'd want to get the Wild Needle. But for this, I have to refine. I think Wild Needle actually makes sense because it's for Viol, and I'm using him everywhere. But we're gonna have to go into the refines right now then. So that's the thing. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna hold off on that then. Well, I can't. I have to do progression, so it kind of makes sense that I need to get this going now. Or, you know, it's like Tower Climber, Lightning Needle. I have to like still fix the refine. That's the problem. Like, so many refines need fixing. Or I could start my physical Great Family weapon for the future, because I think Arianieta would need that. I don't know, there's just too much going on right now. I think I'll just do the refines and pray for this, because right now the needle's useless anyway. With 30% it's not enough. So let's just pray to God that this actually doesn't screw me again. Oh my god. Oh my god, it exists. So like, I really thought I was gonna go through another 500 and get destroyed. I'm keeping it, I don't care. 60%, I'd love for 90%, but the day for that to ever happen is never happening with me. So, okay. That means I can use the Wild Needle finally. I was really just gonna get to a point where I would just put the physical weapon on units that I wanted to get the 60%, but right now I got it. So getting a magic damage boost and accuracy, we're gonna get this straight to T3. And then that's gonna go straight on Viol and pretty much Rachel. I don't really use Hansung anymore. Although I think I should. It also work for... Oh yeah, I forgot Karaka is magic. I keep thinking he's physical because he's right up in them. So that's actually really good. I think that's probably the best investment I could have done. Because there's no such thing as freedom physicals right now. Besides Urek, and I don't think that really matters, so... God bless, but we're still at the race. Gustang is just barely above Viol right now. And if I already know that if Viol had this D6 weapon, it'd be a whole different story. So, alright, let's keep progressing. We're almost there right now before we can start challenging again. God, I hate refines. Anyway, we want to do skill books. So all the skill books I received from Tower of Trial so far I did use. This was stages I cleared after that. So I do want to just kind of balance things out. So would I even give everyone 20? Alright, let's see how we're gonna do this. I think it would be like give 20 to everything else now. That way I can get 23 books and then use the 23. As much as I'd want to work on just put them all into Enryu and boost him up or something. Or maybe even Yuraha. Like, I don't know, there's just too many things to do. Maybe I'll put the last one to freedom. Because it's like, yeah, I'm starting to use Yuraha now for her EX. That I could have done Yuraha's EX up or just do Enryu's up, but I don't know, I'm just really trusting Gustang. I'm really trusting Gustang, so that's 23 books. So I got 23, and what am I gonna do with it is the question. So the maximum I can get the passive is 16. So from 10, 16 is 72. Pretty respectable. I feel like I do want to just get this damage up to at least 11. So at least I'll do wavelength to 11. And then I'll do the passive the maximum way. So I do lose out on 1, but I get the passive to 15. And I have enough to do something else. But I could craft more books because I have advanced books. So the only reason why I didn't want to do this because it's such a pain. Like there's so many things to go through. I have to go through all the common books, right, and then all the advanced. So advanced wise, I'm missing. Oh lord, this is gonna be a pain. But it has to be done. So advanced books, I'm missing freedoms and tower climbers. So let's just put like a 40 amount into that and 40 amount to this. And let's see. Yeah. Looking a little better. I think these commons should just go. So I'm like thinking, do I just split them all evenly? Give them about like 400 books each. At this point, I'm just powering up everything. We can't take no more chances. And I think I'm just gonna craft. I'm gonna craft all the commons and just keep the ones I need just to get that out the way. Okay, 666 freedoms exactly. So let's just go craft a bunch. I was actually on the screen. So book-wise, I do. Okay, actually, I could just craft 99 and then keep the rest. Probably the better plan. Actually, no, because they do fail. But that's fine. I mean, I want to keep at least over 200 of each. $99 too while we're at it. That's gonna stick around. Then we're gonna have to also craft great families. And I could probably craft a little bit more, because I don't really need more than 200 of the basic books at a time as a worst case scenario. Okay, we'll just keep that. And then for Tower Climber, same plan. Okay, we're good with all that. Now we got all these advanced books to use, so we're gonna craft some more and pray to God it works out. Wow, failing 3 is horrible. Failing 2 in a row is horrible too. But I hate this, like the freaking failing chance just makes this so much worse than it needs to be. Like, we really didn't have to do this. I'm already down from 300 mil to 244, by the way. Like, this is expensive, but we're prepared. That's gonna be another 20 something ancient records, hopefully. And I should still be able to get some more. Another 21. And I got a lot of great family ones still. Alright. Back to Gustang. I think at this point, probably still push the passive. I mean, it's like, realistically, I'd want to do skill 1, but when does it start getting more expensive? Maybe get 16. Or maybe do the skill 1 now. You know, it's like 4 is kind of steep. I think I'll do the 16. Now it's just costing 5. I'll get this up. I'll get it to also 16, I think. What would 16 be percentage-wise? That's 600%. That's actually really good. So I think I'll do that. I mean, it's like kind of the theory behind using the passive is that with the higher, like the accuracy difference, your EX has your highest percentages. So you're better off just maxing passive all the way and then doing skill 1, but I feel like I just want this right now. I think 16 is very good for that. I can still get some more, and I think all the books now will go into passive. Singularity, unfortunately, is gonna stay at this. Maybe any leftover books I'll throw it in, because you know, it just goes up to 450 from where it is right now, and it's at 338. So it's like, it's okay, it's not really the best. I mean, I'm really just using it for the CC, but I'd rather have skill 1 maxed out. It's just like white in the same sense, basically. So alright, let's try to get some more books. He's already at 241, or 242 now. Now he has 2,000 power over Yo. Now is the hard part, because I have 245 advanced selections. I do have 9 Great Family books, so we are ignoring Great Family for now. We are going to try for everything else. I don't know how many to give, so I'll do 60 maybe? The percentage to fail is also the pain. And I know in my luck they're gonna drop Arian Yetta next week, and I'm just gonna have no books to even work on him. I have Great Family books, that's the freedoms I need. So let's just go ahead and craft. See, that worked out. I might just craft it one time. Probably still need Great Families, right? I had 9, I think. Yeah, this is more or less even. I could get some more. I could get one more Great Family book and one more Tower Climber book. So let's Okay, I'm like blanking out. It was... I need one more tower climber and one more great family. I guess if I could get 2... Yeah, so now definitely it's 2 great families and 1 tower climber just to get 3 more books out of it. Let's see. I mean, I don't know how much it would take. I do want to just keep some over just in case I need to level up anyone next week. Oh, what a clutch. Oh my god, clutch. So I could just make 3 more, and I'll just leave it at that, I think. It's like... This point, the min-maxing is just going to be too time-consuming, and I really have to leave already, so... Let's make some more ancient records, and then we're gonna... Oh, I already did. So I got 13 left. So we're gonna call it at that, and you get me just what, 2 more skill ups, right? Get the passive to 18, and I have literally 3 books, so I might just save them just to try and get the passive to 20. I should get the passive 20 by next week, I feel like. The 20 passive, 20 EX, maybe get skill 120, and then singularity is like the one I might just be like, okay, I don't really need to get it to 20, but we'll see. I do want to get Gustang max. Like, I trust him. I have all my faith in Gustang. So he's at 242, 502. The only thing I have left is something that I haven't done it forever. When was the last time you guys saw me on this screen, alright? Shinsu reinforcement. I have not done this in at least a month or 2. Stacked up almost 10,000 flowers. And I stopped doing it because it consumes so much gold for very little stat increase, but at this point I'm desperate. So we're gonna do it. Now the plan is, since the meta is wave controller right now, I'm prioritizing wave controller, and this is gonna kill my gold. I'm at 200 mil. So I need to get everything to 270. We're gonna get everything to 270 right now. And I'm gonna min-max it up like that. We kind of stopped using fishermen at this time. And just to double check the future characters, we're gonna have Elaine as a fisherman. Arianietta is also a fisherman, so I should probably keep doing fishermen then. But it's mostly gonna be wave controllers. Yeah, I just only see like wave controllers and fishermen, so I'm still gonna have to keep them up. I'm gonna get that to 30 as well. Like, I don't know how much power it's gonna increase because it's really not that much of a stat boost, but I'm gonna do it. Look at that, 25 mil to go 50 times. They're all gold. And do I want to do it for fishermen too? Might as well. I mean, might not need it right now, but I might need it in like the next week. We're gonna go 30 times on everything else, and then the rest is gonna go into wave controller. So how much gold do I have left? I have 113 mil, and I can go another 50 levels right now, and that's it. I could also go another 14 times for fishermen, which I think is probably the place I'm gonna go next. So let's just do 10 to keep it even. That's all my gold gone. I am down to 75 mil. I thought I'd actually go for way more. I have so much backed up, so I'm fine right now. Wave controllers is I'm gonna see what happened now with the power. So wow, Gustang actually got a pretty decent upgrade, I think, from that. I mean, wasn't the best, but they're 244,565 now. Only missing 6 levels that I can't get anytime soon. We also have the faith right now. I could get another 30, and that'll be me another 3,000 power boost. So yeah, it's like who would I put it on at this point? I mean, I don't think it really matters. I was going for like kind of attack speed stats. What did Gustang have? He has attack, he has damage boost, crit damage boost. Like, someone I need is like attack speed. Good damage resist. Good damage resist, no. Good damage resist. That's why it's like so hard. I was like trying to find all the attack speed. Okay, attack speed right here for Hawakin. So I'll just do it to Hawakin. I don't really want to look through all of them. It's not gonna matter at the end of the day. Like I don't really care. It's like the fates I'm fine with. It's the starlights I don't have. So that's gonna give me at least another 2,000 to 3,000 power boost. And I'm valuing attack speed over everything. Eventually I do want to just go for the crit damage. But anyone that has like damage resist or crit damage resist, I'm like kind of not focusing that one. So every stat counts at this point where it all matters. Alright, so Gustang's now at 245. Didn't give that much power, but I guess it's like, I'm talking about overall power to individual. So I mean, yeah, looking good. I really don't know how much more to push him. Right now, I'm at 1.178 million power. So closing in on the 1.2 million, actually 1.181. So closing in the 1.2 million power is still gonna take so much work, and I just don't care about rankings or power anymore. I'm just doing this for myself. Like I just want to progress everyone and get units as strong as I do myself. Like I'm doing it for me, so I don't really care about the overall ranking. But yeah, quite a decent jump today, at least 15k power. And now I think the final thing to do right now before we start progressing is summons. I have 266 blues that I'm gonna use. And yeah, I mean like I just don't really care at this point. I want ignition weapons that I don't have. And I get Yon. Back to backs, we get Evan. At this point, I'll even take the Shinsu souls because like that's 4 legendaries will get me 1 more level on Gustang. But I'm actually considering saving the next ancient thing in case I really just give up and then go fug for Tower of Trial. But then I need another one to switch him back, so it's tough. I don't know what to do with this right now. Got 6 right now. Like at least with 8 I can go there and back, but that I feel like that's such a waste. It's like at least I can get Gustang 1 level, because after 10 it starts costing 2 souls, so I couldn't even get the 2nd level anyway. Get Albelda, nice. You love to see the good pulls even if you already have them maxed out. And the game is very interesting. It's like Korea was having rerun banners, but it looks like Global is never gonna have a rerun banner anymore. The reason being is that their rerun banners are the Destiny summons. So if you miss your character's chance to get on a red, or yeah, Ancients, we don't know if they're ever gonna go in general pool. They might, and they might be a super low chance. But nobody knows right now because it's just the first one. But like, if you don't get the unit that just comes out with red summons, right? Then after a month or 2 or 3, they're gonna be added into the regular pool where you use the blue summons. And then your rerun is basically whenever Destiny summons come out, and you're gonna have to go ahead and get Destiny summon tickets. So it is kind of annoying that there's like 4 different currencies and they don't overlap. But the good thing is that at least they're all the same diamond cost. But if you're free to play, it makes it more difficult. You have to be very selective. So right now I'm at, how many was that? I have 7. Worst case scenario, I get the rock pack. Yeah, worst case scenario. Alright, so let me just get 1 and get Gustang the +10 and make that an even number at least. So I could get 1 more legendary right now. And then change him if I really feel like I need to. But I just want Gustang to be the even number. So we're gonna get him +10. Now he needs 2 of these, which is like insane, to go the extra 5 levels. There we have it, guys. That's all we got for now. Now we're gonna have to start doing the progression. These are the skills. Not doing the ignition anytime soon. Just because the percentage is like, it's cool, but it's not really worth it. It's not worth it. It's mostly because it's not worth all the ancient records book. Like, it's really not. And it's the final power update right now. Alright, I forgot about the fusion, so I got 5 chances. Ooh! The Jinsung's ignition weapon and Zhao Zhao's. So that was actually good. I didn't expect that at all. Didn't expect anything from all this. So I got Rock at 4 now. Got Jinsung at T1. And Zhao Zhao, I think, has been maxed out. Yeah. So that gave me a book. And before I forget, I have also been going for these, I've also been going for the Wing Tree purples just to get the stat boost for all the freedoms. So this is what I've been doing with the spare keys I have. I have a lot of things to get Transcend Stones from. This is going to give everybody some more HP and defense. And I'm just going off the farm to the next one. Also, upgrade wise, I've just been putting everything into Wing Tree, as well as Fog. So there we have it. Finally finished all the upgrades, and we're back to clearing Tower of Trial. So, like I said, it was such a painful journey. I know this video was supposed to come out last week, and unfortunately, it just took me a whole mix of multiple free time that I had over the course of almost 2 weeks to kind of just get this footage edited. And that's just why I really hate progression. Like, I love the game. I'm pretty sure it's the actual low maintenance of it as well as the art that just keeps me attached to it. But the progression is some of the worst progression I've ever had played through in my entire life. Simply because there were a lot of players under million power or even a lot less power than me. Lower stats, lower transcends, you name it, stats across the board, and they did clear a lot of the stages, if not most of them, way before me, and they didn't have to repeat the stages 100 times to clear it or whatever. So it's just, the game is luck and RNG through every fiber of its being, whether it's from the summons, because some people can either hit the average or the T6 a unit in like 200 reds. Then you have refines, you know, your actual stats, the way they're going to add up. There's also RNG because it just includes everything else that will give you certain stats in the game. I mean, and the game is going to continue introducing new luck or RNG systems. It's just like the core of the game. So it's just like, I just find it ridiculous. I think the game needs like an auto retry function if it expects you to put in that many hours, because I can tell you that this second half of Tower of Trial that you saw was 5 hours of edited footage. 450 took about 2 hours alone of RNG, and yeah, it's just like honestly insane. Like, you know, I know that clearing level 330 stages at level 260 is a big stretch, but if nobody could have done it, it's a whole different story. And I know I need to invest in like legendary accuracy weapons with accuracy refines across the board. But I guarantee you a lot of people cleared that kind of stuff without having that entire setup. You know, it's just my RNG wasn't there and others people luck is. But I know from everything that I've ever done is that I've never had good luck in anything in my life. So it's kind of unfair for it to be the way it is. Overall, I did Tower of Trial 450. And I will say that, yeah, like just trying to edit out this video just really kind of burnt me out. But it's not because it actually just took that much time, it's just that I didn't have the time to edit this. And to think that I had to dedicate so much free time that I barely had to just try and get this video done and edited, it's just, at this point, I just wanted this video to get out. And I apologize to you guys that it took forever. So this was last week's events as well as Tower of Trial clearing. But in the next few days, you will be seeing the current video, and I'm hopefully going to stay up to date. But I will say, every time there's a progression update, expect this. I mean, I'm either going to have very, very late progression, or it might just mean delayed videos. Because it just takes too much energy and time for this. That's really all I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully your luck was a lot better than mine. I'm just gonna let this play out until it finishes and you'll see the outro. But until next time guys, live moss and stay free to play.